Good morning, welcome back. We are now T-minus 5 days and counting till check ride day. And today's objective is pretty simple. It is some basic
Fairmont traffic, Cessna 18222 entering runway 5 for takeoff to the southeast, Fairmont.
Basic landing practice. Want to nail a few landings. We're going to work on our speed control today. That is the primary objective of today's flight. Fairmont traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima, taxiing from the north hangars to runway 5, Fairmont. All the Cessna depart.
Hey, you, Chris?
Hey, firm.
Hey, it's Joe on departure. I'll see you later.
See you, Joe. Have a good day.
You too.
And Fairmont traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima, taking runway 5. We're making a right-hand southeastbound departure off of runway 5, Fairmont traffic. All right, mixture to go. Use all available runway. Approach into 5 looks clear. Mixture's going rich. Get ourselves lined up here. And on the brakes. Mixture's rich. Lights are set. Power slowly comes to full. Good power indications. Good engine instruments. Off the brakes. Right rudder applied. Airspeed's alive. There's rotation speed. And we'll climb out. At VX till we get a little altitude. We're making over 500 feet per minute up through here, which is pretty good. And Fairmont traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima off runway 5, making a right-hand turnout, departing southeast direct Clarksburg Airport, Fairmont. Clarksburg Tower, Skyhawk 3852 Lima with information Echo. We're 8 miles to your northeast, 2,800 inbound for the option.
Skyhawk 3852 Lima, Clarksburg Tower, ident.
Ident 52 Lima.
Skyhawk 52 Lima, ident observed 8 miles northeast of the field. Verify you have information Echo.
We have Echo 52 Lima.
Skyhawk 52 Lima, runway 21, cleared option.
Cleared option 52 Lima, 22 runway 21. Okay. Cruise. Power as desired, trim, adjust, mixture, we've leaned slightly. Descent checklist, mixture will go full rich, power as desired, carb heat is required. Descent checklist complete. So we're still, we're pretty good ways out here. We'll go ahead and put the ILS in. Alright, click on click of landing light there. Get lined up on the center line. Way out here. The more we can do to help ourselves with an established approach, the better. Alright, mixture's rich. We'll bring out just a little power. There's no sense to get super slow all the way out here. Alright, let's go ahead and bring carb heat in. One less thing to do as we get closer. It'll also drop some RPMs for us, help us get descending, because we're high. So let's start treating this like we would treat a downwind. As if we were going to become a beam. We get under 100, bring in 10 degrees of flaps, and we would fly this about 90. But we're still high, so to fix that at this point, we'll pull out a little bit of power and maintain 90 with pitch. All right, let's slow even further. Let's slow to 80. Start treating this like a base. Pull some power out because we're still pretty high. Second notch flaps. There's the glide slope. So now we'll slow on down to 70 and treat this like our short final. There's 70. We're a little low now, so we had a touch of power. Bring in 30 degrees. Full power. A little more power. All right. Power's coming out over the numbers. We're gonna just now we're just looking down the runway now from here on out. Full float, we're fine. Still fine. Flyboy, oh, we bounced around just a little, but it's okay. Get over on center line. Flaps come up. 5,000 feet to go. Right rudder, full power. Rotate. Lots more right rudder. Tower 5 to Lima, can we have right close traffic by chance?
Sky 5 to Lima, approved as requested.
Alright, right traffic, 5 to Lima. Saw that layer over there. Didn't even want to mess with that. Alright, so let's work on some things, obviously. Work on leveling off a pattern altitude would be the first thing I'd like to work on, which is here. We don't normally fly left traffic at this field, so this is going to be a little different for me, but it's good to be able to do it on both sides. Sometimes they do assign left traffic here. I mean right traffic.
Skyhawk 5 to Lima, runway 21, cleared option.
Cleared option, runway 21, 52 Lima. Alright. So let's work a little bit more on not floating, not ballooning like that. That's really what kind of doomed that approach. We're still pretty tight, so, yeah, but we're a little high also, so that's a bad combination. So let's go ahead and start setting up. Here comes carb heat. Here comes 1700 RPM. Here comes the first notch flaps, and here comes the descent. Let's keep it over here. We want to do this at 90. I see the cell phone tower below me. When you're doing a traffic pattern on the opposite side that you don't normally do it, it's really important, especially with terrain like we have with these ridges and stuff. It's just real important to keep yourself aware of where you are in relation to all of the terrain. All right, let's turn base. Nice, easy base turn, because we're still trying to get out a little bit. Nice speed here. Everything's fine here. Here's our base leg. Go ahead and get it 20 degrees. We'll get slowing down to 80. We're high, of course, so let's pull some power out, get slowing down to 80. A lot of power needs to come out. Let's start our final turn. Final looks clear. So much power can come out. All the power. All right, power's out. Over the numbers. Start our round out, look down the runway. Keep it right here. Little float, little float. A little hard, but on center line. Heartbeat's going in. Flaps are coming up. I'm rounding out too high today. Trim, a few swipes forward. Right rudder, full power. Let's turn final. Final looks clear. Little step on the rudder. Pull out just a touch of power. Or 80. $30. Let's get ourselves slowed down. We want to land on the 1,000-foot marks. That's kind of my target for this approach. We're rounding out too early still. Hold it off, hold it off, hold it off. Keep pulling, 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 keep pulling. Okay, now that I'll take. We'll extend the base here just a little. We keep turning early into final, which also cuts off some time for us to descend. So let's start our final turn now. Ish. No slower than 80 in these maneuvers. All right. Looking pretty good. A little fast, so we pitch for that. 30 degrees. Same touchdown point as before. There was an updraft. Did you feel it? So that affected our approach path. No, you didn't feel it. You're not in the plane. Little power. Now see, now we've got some sink now. After that updraft, there was another big one. Power's out. Hold it off. Hold it off. Oh, way up here, way up here. All right, car beats in, flaps coming up. And a little bit of trim correction. On center line, full power, right rudder. Getting squirrely. let's head back to Fairmont. We'll do one more landing there. And Tower 52 Lima, we'd like to depart the area northbound to Fairmont at this time.
Skyhawk 52 Lima, right turn out to Fairmont's approved.
Right hand out to Fairmont, 52 Lima.
And Skyhawk 52 Lima, do you know which runway you're going to land at Fairmont?
Debating that.
52 Lima, roger. It just looks like I have a King Air inbound, probably shooting the ILS or RNAV to runway 21. Just want to give you a heads up.
Very good, thank you. I'll probably make 5, just winds, conditions, 52 Lima.
Roger. I'll give you an update once you get close to the edge of Delta and I switch you.
52 Lima. Remainder.
And Skyhawk 52 Lima, that King Air traffic is about to turn on the final. They're currently northeast of Fonts, if you're familiar with it, which is about 7 miles northeast of Fairmont. Descending out of 3,800, just keep an eye out down final.
Roger, 52 Lima, we're going to make straight in for 5.
Skyhawk 52 Lima, roger. And you change the advisory frequency at this time. Have a good day.
Over to advisory, 52 Lima, have a good one. Fairmont traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima, 5 miles south, 2,600. We're going to make a straight in, runway 5, Fairmont traffic.
Hey Chris, landing's looking good in Clarksburg.
Hey man, appreciate it. You back in Fairmont now?
No, I'm stuck here at work.
All right, let's get down to pattern altitude. So we'll just go ahead and bring car beat the rest of the way, get our landing light on. Got the runway in sight. Started descent. Fairmont traffic, Skyhawk 3852 Lima, now 4 miles to the southwest, sending out of 2,500, straight in, runway 5, Fairmont traffic. All right. Descent checklist, mixture adjust. Carb heat is on already, power as desired. Descent checklist complete before landing. Seats and seatbelts, fuel selectors on both. Mixture is rich, carb heat, and air speed and flaps installed. All right, let's get pseudo set up here. 10 degrees. Fight for it, fight for it, fight for it. I think that's my 4th landing, 5th landing, and what we'll do on Wednesday, I'm going to fly one more time. I'm going to work on some maneuvers, the various landings, and then I'll fly with Tyler down to the airport for my check ride. The morning of my check ride, we may work on a couple more there at Clarksburg, just trying to dial them in, and then we'll take a check ride on Thursday. So we'll taxi back here, get fuel, put the plane away. Don't forget to check out the Patreon if you haven't already, patreon.com/midlifepilot. There's tons of content that's available there for patrons only, and I appreciate the support. And we'll talk to you guys real soon.